Good evening, everybody. Hey, we're just sitting here at the house, just getting a video finished up about amperage and gears and what kind of heats to run on. Before we get started into this video, though, I'm super excited right now. I just got signed up for the Amazon affiliate marketing thing. And basically what it's going to do is it's going to give you guys a list of some of the tools, not all of the tools, because Amazon, like the torches and things like that, you can buy those cheaper at your supply shop, okay? I'm not here to freaking take advantage of anybody or nothing. I'm here to find you guys the tools, try to get you the best price I can get it at. And to be honest with you, a bunch of these tools that are on the web on Amazon are actually better deals than what I'm getting on the truck right now. So I'm actually going to start ordering quite a few things off of there, like my grinding discs and things like that. I think I can get those almost $3 cheaper than I can get them off the truck. So anything that I can get a better price on, I put a link at the bottom in the description. So if you go to the description, you'll be able to see all the things that are kind of a better price and that were a fair price. Okay, so the Victor torches, I tried finding some of the Victor torches. They are freaking outrageous on Amazon. They're like $150 too much, and you can get the same torch set at least over here at our supply shop for about 150 bucks cheaper, okay? So there's no link on that. You're just going to have to kind of find that. But anything that I could try to help you guys out with and try to find you a better price on, it's going to be right there in the links. Now, I've got the camera gear I use. I've got some of the tools that we use, which I'm going to start adding more and more to, and I'm going to just kind of start building this list of tools up as long as I can find them better priced online than you can get them at the supply store, okay? Then I'll put a link at the bottom of where you can go find them. What else do we got? We got some of the RV stuff that we use that we found super helpful and that we've really enjoyed having. And there's all just links at the bottom. So anyways, guys, go check that out if you guys are looking for grinders and things like that. I mean, I've got them pretty much listed out. Let me know if there's anything else you guys can think of. And anyways, enjoy the show. And hopefully I cover enough stuff in this episode that if you guys are brand new to it, you guys can kind of have an idea of where to start setting amperage. Now, keep in mind, I've been welding for 7 years, and so I can weld a lot hotter than maybe you can. So just turn the amps down, maybe 20 amps, 15 amps. You guys are going to start getting a feel of what that puddle's doing. And later on, as you progress through the practicing and as you start welding, you're going to be able to start welding a lot hotter. But anyways, you guys, everybody have a great night. Enjoy, and we'll talk to you later. Be blessed. Alright, everybody, good morning. Hey, on today's episode, let's talk heats. We're talking about what amps am I running when I run something, you know? Okay, so right now what we're getting ready to weld together, we got a piece of 6-inch pipe, and we're going to start talking a little bit about amps, alright? So Jared's going to take the camera, I'm going to get this thing fit up, and let's do this. Okay, guys, so right now, my gap's pretty tight. Everything's going to really run really good, and we're going to be on, I'm probably going to run this thing in at about 50, which then on the machine is 136 amps.
See if you can see that. Let's see.
So 136 amps or 64 volts. This is nice, because now I can kind of show you guys what the heck's going on. This thing capped up. And might go up and down from there. We'll see.
Around 50.
Up. Alright, guys, so we just jumped up 5 on the remote. So my remote is registered from 5 to 100. And so from, what were we on, 133 amps?
I believe so, yeah.
133 amps. Now we're on 147 amps to get the tack in there. Guys, I don't really like pushing on a rod. I don't push on a rod, alright? I want the machine to do it. For me. Pipe right here. Now I can roll this out. I would prefer to roll it out. But for right now, I want to show you guys the amperage because I know a lot of you are still wanting to practice. You guys are still trying to figure out the game, and position welds is where it's at for you guys. Don't be rolling nothing out until you know how to weld in position. Okay, so right now we're on
55.
We're on 55, 147 amps on the machine. We're gonna go ahead and weld this thing. Down.
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 Daniel, Jared, what are we on right now?
45.
We're on 45 on the remote, which puts us where on the machine?
115.
Turn me up.
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 So right there, we finished that weld at right back at 147. It's pretty tight, so what I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to soften this up a little. To where what it does is it's going to kind of take away some of that land, all right? So it's not so hard for that heat to get in there. It don't take much. Something like that, probably perfect. It'll be just fine. If we got to come back through and it starts spitting at us again, we'll just re-soften it and go back through it.
155.
147 amps inside.
Down.
Okay, so right there, I ran my tack running this way. So what's going to happen is I got a keyhole on this side. The keyholes are quite a bit wider. Like if you don't just kind of whip right out of them, they kind of leave a pretty good little hole right there. So what I do is I just start turning down until that sucker just ties in pretty, okay? So don't be scared to turn down, you guys. You see all these guys just freaking ripping through this pipe, and you think you got to be the one doing it. Well, right now you guys are trying to learn this thing, all right? So I started out at 147 amps on the top. It was too freaking hot, okay? Turn it down, okay? The puddle started closing up, but it was still trying to hang up this way. So then I turned it down again. The puddle started following me, and as we started working our way down the side, I was able to start turning up because that puddle is going to start wanting to follow you coming down. On the top, it wants to fall in. On the sides, it wants to chase you, and on the bottom, it wants to just lay in there flat. So you just got to stay pushed up in there, and man, you'll be able to just slip one in there. So on this side, wedge fell out, beautiful. What are we on, Jared?
45.
We're gonna stick on 45 right there. We're on 124 amps, and let's get going. Let's see what it does. Down. Up. Rod. thing I got told when I was learning how to weld is if you can see in it, you better look. Doesn't matter how good you think it went in. If you can see in it, just look. I mean, what's the hurt of it, you know? I mean, if you can fix it right now, why not just fix it? All right, so I'm getting ready to grind this up. And then we're going to go ahead and run a hot pass in this. So right there, that was an 1/8 inch 5P plus 6010 rod. And I don't know, we had maybe a 16th inch gap with like a nickel land on it. Well, maybe not quite a nickel. Maybe, yeah, about a nickel. Alright, you guys, we're going to run a 532.
You're on 65.
Yep.
Which is 170 amps.
Okay, so 170 amps. It's a 532 rod and 7010 pop liner, so a 7P plus. Great freaking rod. Now what I'm going to have Jared do is I'm going to let him he'll record back and forth on what it's doing, but I want him to get the inside of it too, because you guys are going to see just how hot this is, and you're going to see how that puddle just kind of smooths out through it. If you're a hot pass man, this is your job. You need to push that root in there farther, and you need to make sure that there's no weak spots in it. Alright? So let's get going. We're on, what's the amps, Jared?
65, 170.
170 amps.
Up.
Okay guys, so we started out at 175, or what did we start out at? 165 amp.
170.
We're at 170?
We were at 170.
What did we go up? Oh, we're at 182 now. Alright. So 182 on the bottom is because as I was running through the bottom, I was seeing that it was stacking way more than it should have been. It should have been just kind of cleaning everything up. Hit this start real quick. We're going to start on this other side. Okay, now one thing to take note of, as you weld downhill, it's starting to pull this pipe, and everything's going to start to want to pull towards the bottom. Your bottom's going to want to start to pull. So, throw your levels on here. All you got to do is just make sure nothing's moving. Good. Okay, so we need to roll this 180 degrees, and we'll tie into the top, basically. So, like I said, guys, we could roll this out and it would have kept everything perfect, but hey, 90% of you guys are not rolling anything out, and you guys are wanting to know what we start on. So we're starting back on 65.
65.
170 amps with a 532, 7P plus.
Up.
red in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, you guys, that will do. So, I need to run a little filler in this. I'm just going to keep the amps right at, what are we at right now, 75?
70.
Yeah, let's keep it at 70. We're at like 182 amps right now. We're just going to run a stripper in it. Oh. Okay guys, one thing I'm pretty excited about is I just got hooked up with Amazon, the affiliate marketing end of it. Now, I'm super excited about it. Number one, because it's going to help us, but number two, it's going to help you guys find the tools that you need. These grinders right here, on one of the trucks, they want like $218 for like a DeWalt 4.5 inch is what these are. But we modify the guards on them and make them fit a 7-inch wheel. I found them on Amazon for $122 freaking dollars. All right, you can get on there. I'm going to start putting links at the bottom of the videos, and it's going to help you guys be able to just click on it, boom, take you right to it. And I'm going to try to find you guys the best deals I can find on things. I was looking up torches on Amazon. You can buy torches way cheaper at the supply shop than you can on Amazon. I mean, they're like $150, $200 more on Amazon than at your supply shop, depending on where you are or how bad they're trying to gouge you. Alright guys, 532, we're just running as a field pass in it, just flushing it out so that when we go to cap it, it's a lot easier to do. It's 182 amps. Side down. What's up?
Not bad. What's up with you?
Well, I'm teaching a lesson on amperage right now. Okay, now one thing I want to put out here before we get too crazy with this. You guys, if you're just starting doing this, there's no way you'll be able to run that hot, alright? I'm just kind of giving you guys what I run on it. I would say drop it down 20 amps. 20 amps, anywhere in there, you know, I mean, like the root we ran in at about 124 up to 150. And I would say start it at 100, you know, put it at 100, run it from there. The hot pass we ran at 170. Trying to think what it would even be. Jared, put it on 50 and let me see what 50 does here.
50.
136 amps, and then run your filler in the same. Now guys, it's all going to depend on what you're doing. If this is a piece of 750 wall, which is 3/4 inch, hi Jed.
Hi, for all of those people who don't run a miller like me, might want to explain those details too.
Yeah, true that. So I would have ran 3rd gear and about 40 on your bead, 3rd gear and 40, 45 on this piece of 6 inch. Your hot pass, I would have put it on 3rd gear and about 80, and then with a 532, and then as your filler, leave it there. Usually, guys, your hot pass and your filler, you can usually leave about the same, unless it's a really, really thick piece of pipe, and then in that case, you're jumping up to a bigger rod anyway, so just stack as much metal as you can in there to speed up the process as well. But anyways, all right, we are jumping on the 332, or not 332. Sorry guys, these are 3/16 pipeliners. They're the 7P 7010, and we're getting ready to cap this baby. Get her all buffed up, cleaned up, ready to go. Okay. 3/16 welding rod, which to a lot of you guys that's a pretty big rod, but we're going to put this on about 55,
55.
which is 147 amps to go ahead and cap this with. Now we're going to go up and down from there, and it's just whatever the puddle's doing. Just if it's flattening out and it's not really stacking up above you, turn it down a little. If it's stacking too much, turn it up.
Down.
Okay guys, I forgot to mention the Lincolns, probably 3rd gear and about 65-ish, 60-ish. You can start from there, go up and down from there. Okay, hit my start. Took me a second to find it. Clean up top and bottom. Okay guys, clean bottom is going to help your tie-in 100 times. So, we're on 45 or 50, Jared?
We are on 50.
136 amps. down, Jared.
Down.
Hey guys, this is your tie-in right here. Down.
Down.
Booyah. Okay, so we wound up 96 amps on that just because it was just kept eating out that bottom. Hi, Davey. You did. Okay, hit the top button. Okay. Oh, done. It's hot.
So Chris Hogan and Dave Ramsey are doing Tim's Smart Money incentive